Welcome to Ingrid and Chris. Tonight, Max the monkey is swinging into a magical adventure deep in the Enchanted Rainforest. He'll face exciting challenges, make new friends, and discover the hidden magic of the jungle. So snuggle up, get cozy, and let's begin our adventure under the twinkling stars. Max the monkey was always curious and adventurous, spending most of his days swinging through the tall jungle trees, playing hide and seek with the birds, or discovering hidden corners of the forest. But one bright afternoon, something unusual caught his eye. Glimmering beneath a pile of old leaves, Max spotted a shiny corner of what looked like a piece of paper. Max quickly swung down to the forest floor and uncovered the hidden object. It was an ancient, yellowed map. His eyes lit up with excitement as he carefully unrolled it. The edges of the map were decorated with tiny glowing symbols, and in the center, a path led deep into the enchanted rainforest. They say only the bravest explorers dare to go there, Max whispered to himself, his heart racing. The enchanted rainforest was a place of legends, filled with mysteries, magical creatures, and hidden treasures. Without hesitation, Max tucked the map into his backpack and set off, swinging from tree to tree, eager to uncover the secrets waiting for him in the heart of the enchanted jungle. As Max traveled deeper, the landscape began to change. The trees grew taller, and their leaves shimmered with a soft, glowing light. Flowers that sparkled like stars lined the path, and Max knew he was entering a magical realm. He had no idea that his adventure was just beginning. After swinging for hours, Max found himself surrounded by trees that were unlike any he had ever seen before. These trees were enormous, their trunks wider than a river, and their branches seemed to stretch endlessly into the sky. Their leaves were a deep green, with hints of gold that shimmered in the sunlight. Suddenly, Max heard a soft, rustling sound. At first, he thought it was the wind, but then the sound grew louder, and Max realized the trees were whispering to one another. "Max! Max, the monkey!" the trees murmured, their voices soft but clear. Max blinked in surprise and looked around. Could it be that the trees were talking? Who said that?" Max asked, his voice trembling slightly. The trees swayed gently, their leaves rustling in the breeze. "We are the guardians of the enchanted rainforest," they whispered. "We have watched over this land for centuries, protecting its magic." Max took a deep breath, trying to steady his nerves. "I'm looking for the hidden treasure. Can you help me find it?" The trees' leaves shimmered brightly as they spoke. "To find the treasure, you must first pass 3 challenges. Only the bravest and kindest of heart will succeed. Are you ready, Max?" Max nodded eagerly. "I'm ready." The trees pointed their branches toward a glowing path that wound through the forest. "Follow the stardust trail, and you will find your first challenge. Be brave, be kind, and trust in yourself." With a final glance at the magical trees, Max took a deep breath and began his journey along the glowing path. Little did he know that his adventure was about to get even more magical. Max followed the stardust trail for what felt like hours. The path twisted and turned, leading him deeper into the heart of the enchanted rainforest. Eventually, Max arrived at the edge of a wide, shimmering river. The water sparkled like liquid diamonds, and beneath the surface, glowing fish swam gracefully. At the center of the river stood a stone bridge, but it was incomplete. Several stones were missing, leaving large gaps between the ones that remained. Max frowned. "How am I supposed to get across?" he wondered aloud. As if in answer, a soft voice echoed from the river. To cross the crystal river, you must solve this riddle. I am not alive, but I can grow. I do not have lungs, but I need air. What am I? Max scratched his head, thinking hard. Not alive, but it grows, he muttered to himself. After a few moments, a smile spread across his face. A fire! It's a fire! The river sparkled with approval, and with a soft splash, the missing stones rose from the water, completing the bridge. Max stepped carefully onto the stones, feeling the warmth of the glowing water beneath him as he crossed. As Max reached the other side, the river shimmered one last time before returning to its peaceful state. Max smiled to himself, proud of his quick thinking. Max continued along the path, feeling more confident after solving the riddle. Soon he came to a clearing bathed in the soft golden light of thousands of glowing fireflies. They danced in the air, their lights flickering like tiny stars. Max watched in awe as they swirled and twirled, creating intricate patterns in the sky. One of the fireflies flew closer to Max and spoke in a gentle voice. To continue on your journey, you must learn the dance of the fireflies. Only then will the path ahead be revealed. Max was taken aback. A dance! I've never danced with fireflies before. The fireflies giggled and fluttered around him. It's easy, Max. Just follow our lead. Max watched closely as the fireflies began their dance again. They spun in circles, darted through the air, and flickered their lights in time with the rhythm of the forest. Max tried to follow along, stumbling at first, but soon he found himself moving in sync with the fireflies. As Max danced, he felt a sense of joy and freedom wash over him. The fireflies' laughter filled the air, and their lights glowed brighter and brighter. When the dance was over, a new path appeared, glowing brightly in the distance. You did it, Max! The fireflies cheered. The way forward is clear! Max thanked the fireflies and set off down the glowing path, his heart light and his spirit high. The path led Max deeper into the rainforest, where the trees grew even taller and the air became cooler. As Max walked, he noticed a large shadow moving through the trees. Suddenly, a magnificent owl swooped down from the branches and landed in front of him. The owl's feathers were a deep, rich brown, and his eyes gleamed with intelligence. Greetings, young adventurer, the owl said in a deep, wise voice. I am the great owl, keeper of knowledge and guardian of the rainforest. I see you are on a journey to find the treasure of the Enchanted Rainforest. Max nodded. Yes, I've passed 2 challenges so far, and I'm ready for the next one. The great owl tilted his head, studying Max carefully. The next challenge is one of wisdom. Answer my question correctly, and you may continue on your journey. Are you ready? Max took a deep breath and nodded. I'm ready. The great owl's eyes gleamed as he asked, What is more precious than gold, but cannot be held in your hands? Max thought hard. He knew the answer wasn't something physical. It had to be something special, something that couldn't be touched. Suddenly, it came to him. Friendship! Max exclaimed. The answer is friendship! The great owl smiled and nodded. You are wise beyond your years, Max. Friendship is indeed more precious than gold. You may continue your journey. Max thanked the owl and continued along the path, his heart filled with warmth. At last, Max reached the heart of the enchanted rainforest. The trees here were taller than any he had ever seen, their leaves glowing with a soft golden light. In the center of a lush green clearing stood a massive tree with shimmering golden leaves. Beneath the tree, nestled among its roots, was a treasure chest glowing with a soft, magical light. Max approached the chest carefully, his heart pounding with excitement. As he opened the chest, he was surprised to find not gold or jewels, but a beautiful, glowing crystal. "This is the true treasure," a voice said. Max turned to see the guardian of the forest standing before him, smiling warmly. "The crystal holds the magic of the enchanted rainforest," the guardian explained. "It grants the power of friendship, courage, and kindness to those who seek it." Max held the crystal in his hands, feeling its warmth spread through his body. He realized that the true treasure wasn't something material. It was the adventure, the friends he made, and the lessons he learned along the way. Thank you for joining Ingrid and Chris on this magical adventure. Max the monkey discovered that the greatest treasures in life are friendship, courage, and kindness. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more magical bedtime adventures. Good night, and may your dreams be filled with magic.